The solar system is filled with rocky debris left over from its formation 4 billion years ago, mostly within the confines of the asteroid belt. However, over many years of observations, astronomers have discovered and identified over 30,000 objects that orbit near the Earth, some of them threatening to impact the Earth in the near or far future. But many of these objects are simply stunning, and we've been able to learn a lot about them because of how close they've come to Earth. Asteroid 99942 Apophis is a 340-meter-wide asteroid that was discovered in 2004. Its orbit is one that crosses the orbit of Earth. As far as we know, Apophis is a stony asteroid with a metallic and silicate surface. For context, there are 3 main composition classes of asteroids: C-type, or carbonaceous, which are made of clay and carbon; M-type, or metallic asteroids made of nickel or iron; and the S-type stony asteroids made of silicate and metal. And Apophis is classified as an S-type asteroid. We haven't yet sent a probe to Apophis, so we don't have any high-resolution images of it. But based on studies done with its light patterns, we can create a model of its most probable shape and appearance. During the early solar system, Apophis actually orbited in the main asteroid belt between Jupiter and Mars. However, over the course of millions of years, gravitational perturbations caused its orbit to evolve slowly into a near-Earth orbiter. Soon after its discovery in 2004, there was some concern that Apophis would hit Earth on April 13th of 2029. NASA announced that there was a 2.7% chance of impact on this day. Because of this, Apophis was placed on the Century Risk Table, which is a list of potential future impactors. Further observations, however, allowed this risk to be eliminated in 2006. NASA was then able to announce that Apophis was clear from impact for at least the next 100 years. On April 13th, 2029, though, Apophis is expected to cross within 32,000 kilometers above the surface of Earth. That is closer than many geosynchronous satellites in orbit, and will allow many stargazers to see it with the naked eye. This next asteroid, 433 Eros, is much larger than Apophis, being 17 kilometers across. Eros is special because it was actually the first asteroid we've successfully sent a space probe to land on, that being the Near Shoemaker landing in 2001. Like Apophis, Eros is an S-type asteroid having a mostly stony and silicate surface. Eros is part of a family of asteroids called the Amor group. They orbit just outside Earth, but very close to Mars. Therefore, Eros can be called a Mars-crosser asteroid. The surface of Eros is heavily cratered like many solid asteroids, due to a long history of impacts from other smaller objects within its vicinity. Of interest to scientists, though, is this crater called Cherillet Regio, which the NEAR spacecraft imaged while it was orbiting Eros. It seems that all of the loose rock and debris strewn across the surface of Eros originates from this single crater. This crater is noticeably degraded and smoothed out, which suggests that it is very old. It is believed that 1 or 2 billion years ago, Eros was impacted by a very large object that caused this crater to form. According to data collected by the NEAR spacecraft, Eros could contain up to 20 billion tons of rare earth metals, including gold and platinum. Over the next 100 years, Eros is not expected to pose an imminent threat to Earth, as it is a Mars-crossing asteroid. However, it is known that this Amor region is extremely unstable for permanent orbit, and models suggest that most asteroids will only last a few million years in this region. Eros will experience gravitational perturbations over time, which will alter its orbit and cause it to evolve into an Earth-crossing asteroid. This could actually happen in as little as 2 million years. Remember that Eros is 17 kilometers across. For comparison, the Chicxulub asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs 66 million years ago is thought to have been around 10 kilometers across. This means that an impact with Earth will definitely yield catastrophic consequences and potentially cause a mass extinction event, as Chicxulub did with the dinosaurs. But, as mentioned before, this won't be for at least 2 million years. 101955 Bennu is a half-kilometer wide carbonaceous asteroid that is famous for being visited by OSIRIS-REx in 2018. Bennu is known for its unique shape, resembling a sort of spinning top or diamond shape. OSIRIS-REx stands for Origins Spectral Interpretation Resource Identification Security Regolith Explorer and was launched on the 8th of September 2016. It arrived at Bennu on the 3rd of December 2018, where it spent 4 years orbiting. What it has revealed to us has given us some of the best data of any asteroid we know. Bennu's surface is covered in regolith, and unlike Eros, this regolith is actually what the asteroid is made of. It's essentially a big gravitationally bound rubble pile. In fact, if you could stand on the surface of Bennu, you would actually sink. We've actually been able to map the entire surface of Bennu. It is simply amazing how well resolved its surface is from OSIRIS-REx. This asteroid is also known to have large amounts of water too. This water is stored in the phyllosilicate molecules, which is present in the regolith of Bennu. OSIRIS-REx observed that this asteroid is not just a dormant pile of rubble, but that there have been plumes of rock and dust being ejected from beneath the surface. These are probably linked to the chemistry of phyllosilicates, or they might just be caused by small meteoroid impacts. On the 20th of October 2020, OSIRIS-REx touched down briefly on the surface of Bennu at the end of its orbital mission to grab a sample. The probe successfully collected the sample and is expected to drop it back on Earth this year in September. Bennu is classified as a potentially hazardous object and has made a close flyby since its discovery. The last close flyby occurred in 2005, and the next ones will be in 2054, 2060, and 2135. These flybys will perturb its orbit and potentially set it up for a future impact. There's a cumulative 1 in 1800 chance of impacting Earth between 2178 and 2290. Where the highest risk of impact is on the 24th of September, 2182. It is definitely capable of producing regional devastation, even considering its rubble-like composition. While there are thousands of objects out there threatening to hit Earth on the long term, the odds of anything happening in our lifetimes is basically zero. For now at least, the closest we'll get to a significant impact will be during the flyby of Apophis in 2029. Plus, with the DART mission recently being successful, we now have evidence that it is possible to alter the orbit of an asteroid before it hits Earth. We can hope that future humans will build on the success of DART and potentially save humanity.